So we're going to head to POLUS. POLUS is an indoor-outdoor hybrid style map, as you can see here, with a lot of areas that are not connected, at least for crewmates. So we can see that we have a section on the far left of the map, a section on the far right of the map, and I'm going to show you pretty much all the top tier players' favorite route to run. Drop ship, which is the starting area when you first spawn. Office, which is the location of the emergency button. And then we'll make our way through the separate parts of the map. I'm going to move in a clockwise style direction, going from the outside first to the inside. Excuse me. So we're going to start in the lab, make our way down through specimen, come up through admin office, go from weapons to communications, down through to O2, security, electrical, and then to storage. And the two little nodes you see here that look like antenna are going to be the reactor nodes. So we're going to check those out as well. So let's start by getting all the tasks available. And we're going to explore the different regions and the different tasks and see where there's areas for soft clears and hard clears. Again, because there's a med bay that already tells us there's a hard clear potential based on the scannability of tasks. So let's take a look here. We're going to just quickly go through this. Laboratory, medbay, O2. O2's got some tasks. Office. Outside has all the weather nodes. Specimen room, I definitely know has some good stuff. Storage for the fuel and weapons for the data. So this map has a substantial amount of tasks. So again, I'm gonna go all the way up to dropship. These are where the common tasks generally occur in this map. It's snowing, or that's ash. It's probably snow. And we're going to make our way dropship, and we're going to travel all the way east. I'm going to show you a fun little trick. Some of the top tier players, especially when Trainwrecks TV is imposter. XQC has used this on many occasions as well, and I'm sure a lot of the top tier players use this as a speed kind of quick kill into the round. There's two really quick kill potentials in this map that allow you to draw suspicion on literally anybody based on their movement patterns and how suspicious somebody is already of them based on the amount of tasks they've seen them do or not do and their movements towards or around them. So let's start at the very basic. On the left side of this, we're going to be drawing our little spaceship. Very, very simple, very quick. We're going to grab our keys here. We're going to slide it in, and we're going to turn the key. That's it. Very quick tasks. The thing is, though, is if somebody's late coming to the party, if they were AFK for a bit before the map started, or if they just happen to be a little bit slower with their mouse movements, what you'll see sometimes is everybody will flood out to try and get started on their tasks and try and watch other people's movements, and everyone will forget about the people in the ship. Okay, most people. There are some very high intelligence, very high skilled players in this game that do pay very close attention to the colors that have kind of straggled behind. But generally what will happen is they'll stay up here and just keep an eye on this here. All the movements down, all the movements around, and they'll go, okay, so pink, yellow, blue, pink, yellow, blue, pink, yellow, blue. They'll come down like this, and they'll just stop here, pink, yellow, blue. So they'll wait for pink, yellow, or blue, or pink and yellow, but not blue, to go down and to the left. They'll go to the right until they're completely out of visibility, and they'll just come right back up here. Once you're right in this area, again, same thing as with the starting area from the last map we just did, Mira. Very few people are coming back this way, man. So you've got a kill here, and you've got an escape route. You just have to make sure you go back the same direction that those two people saw you coming from, because all you got to do now is sit here, go, oops. Okay, and these are little puzzles, by the way. We're just going to go down, out and around, and we're going to go down. This is usually about a 4 to 7 second task, depending on the complexity of the movements around the blocks. And then we'll take a look quickly at reactor, East Reactor. So this is your East Reactor here. Obviously, you'll click this when a reactor is called, and you'll put your fingerprint or handprint on it. We'll peek in here. This is also a great place to go. If you start here, and you peek here, you can actually see the task lit up. Gives you some visibility into the option here. I don't believe in standard games, though, you have that visibility. You only have visibility roughly to the gardening tools on the ground. So we're going to come back down and around, and we'll go up. This is click, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, another 3 to 5 second task. Well, sorry, 4 to 6 second task, just because of the amount of clicks, and some people, depending on the nimbleness of their fingers. This one is identifying the node. Click, you're done. That's a 2-second task. 2 to 4 second tasks, depending on your ability to see the button flickering. We're gonna go to this monitor up here. This one, you just hold the button down. I have seen people like try to quick speed click it. Like if I want, I can do pretty speedy clicks if I want to, but again, you want to go down, it counts fast enough for you, and then just clicking on your own is just not worth it. So let's head down here. We're going to go to the telescope. This is where you have to identify planets. We're looking for a planet on fire. This planet is not on fire. This planet is not on fire, and you're just going to drag everything around. Once you get it lined up, you're good to go. I have seen that task take people a very, very long time, just because of the amount of dragging, and they're in a hurry. They're in an area where they could get sniped very, very easily up by here. I have seen many, many kills up by telescope here, and then people just simply stating, oh, I wasn't anywhere near telescope, I don't know what you're talking about. So, you'll see here, go grab a coffee. So let's go grab a coffee or a scan. You'll see a lot of people at the start of a map. Anybody who has the scan will generally at the start of the map come over to medbay to scan their bodies. I'm going to tell you why that's a good thing and a bad thing. So, one, it is a great thing to try and get hard cleared right out the gate. When there's 10 people, by this point there may only be 9 or 8 people alive, you want that hard clear, you want somebody else here with you, you want them backing you up. You want somebody to vouch for you, because you can come off this, I can hard clear this person, I watch them get scanned. That's massive. Downside, no one else is here with you, you're out of sight. Sorry. You're dead. If you're out of sight of people and an imposter knows you're here, you are dead. Very few imposters, unless they're looking to clear their name, will come here and not take the kill. If people are suspicious of them and they come to watch them scan, they can try to clear their names and say so-and-so just scanned, they're definitely clear. Someone will call an emergency meeting, they got that thing, and say like, yeah, I think we're still suspicious of you. I could have killed this person 5 times if I was the imposter. Why wouldn't I have taken that opportunity to absolutely take them out of the game? They were suspicious of me, I would have killed them. Oh, well, they were suspicious of you, so that, that would have been an obvious, mistake if you had killed them. Why would it have been an obvious mistake if I would have killed them? If they're already suspicious of me, and you're already suspicious of me, and everyone's suspicious of me, wouldn't I just take any opportunity I could get to lower the amount of people in here? Find a rebuttal, please. If you're already all suspicious of me killing any of you is a bad idea. But so is you killing any of you, because the better idea is you killing any of you and blaming me, because that's your alibi. That's how you get out of jail free. Logic, right? You have to use logic in this game. I feel like that's the biggest issue with a lot of people, is they're acting on their emotion, their initial feelings. Can that be good? Yes. But if it's not based on logic, if you don't have an actual thought, train of thought going as to the steps beyond what is actually causing this kill to happen, or what kind of pathing led to this person dying, get the hell out of my lobby. Let's be real here. I want to hear your logistical approach as to this person died, this is how they died, this is my evidence behind that. Alright? Logic. Sorry guys, lots of talking. 1 sec. Alright. So, again, going back to this, we got some tasks all down in specimen room. This is suicide corridor. I've watched people literally stand right here to watch their backs, and then just quickly strafe side to side of this door. I don't know why you're strafing side to side by this door. I don't. If there's somebody there and you're going to die, and your only move is to go right here. You go here, you see somebody there, you go here. That's your only defense. It is. You're not getting out fast enough. You're not. So if we go here, right, we go decontam, you can't get out. Okay? You can't. Now you can get out, right? But you're in here, it closes, you use this. Okay? There is some visibility through the doors. You may get lucky and you might be able to see somebody get killed in front of that door. The last thing you want to do is stand here. Right? You are visible to nothing. You're dead. Okay? If you stand here, you're dead. That's just how this works. So, we're coming down. we go into specimen room. When you're in specimen room, there are many different tasks opportunities here. All right, let's start at the chest here. As you'll see, this is simply just a sorting puzzle. Most things do get brought in there, kind of some assistance with the locking into the places. You get that done. Now you go over here and you play Simon Says. Like I've said many times, this is your dead task. If you get stuck with this, I am very sorry, especially if you make a mistake. You might as well just kill yourself, because the opportunity you're going to get again for this amount of time without getting absolutely sniped. I can't even remember what the... Was it here? Alright. Paying attention and talking at the same time to everything, kind of challenging. This is just simply counting to 10 again, so again, it should... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, so we get that out of the way. And specimen room's got one here. This is just a download. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Done. That's how it is. That's literally that task. Again, you see somebody here, and they move in 4 seconds. Get the hell away from that person. That's sus. That is the sus. That I am pointing that person out if anything gets called in this map. If there's a meeting called, if there's a dead body found, that guy's on my radar. Okay? We are done in specimen room. Our task up here is completed, so we have 2 options here. We can go back and collect that one, or we can go down and around. For the sake of just explaining this map and the tasks, we are going to go down and around. Okay, we're going down, we're going around here. We're going to use this. We're going to see if there's anybody in this area here, and we're going to come through. Okay? We can go to the admin table here. Same thing as the admin table on, not Mira, the other one. You can see how many people are in each area. As you can see, there's only 1 person in weapons, and then nobody else is accounted for in any of the major rooms here. That's telling me there's a lot of people outside, people in different hallways. All right, so we're going to come out of this. We have a task up in office area, so there's a little hole there that can lead outside that completely takes any vision away from any kills in this area, so not a super safe place to be if you get killed here. And there's nobody that saw through here. There is quick escapability through here, or even if you're following somebody through here as imposter, you can go snipe, down. So easy, quick movements. All right, so we're going to go up through here, and just for shits, we're going to go up and to the right. I'm not going to go outside this way. I just want to go up through here. This is the card one. Again, quick, easy movements. A little too slow through there. Oh, okay. So we're going to take a guaranteed full second to get that done. This one is clicking the arrow. We're going to swipe this over, and we're going to place it on. Okay, again, quick movements. All of these are relatively quick. This is the 8-second download. Remember, it's 8 seconds. This is another sus spot. This will kind of help you understand the meta behind the timing behind the tasks. There's dummy 1. Again, this does confirm that somebody's outside. I will come back to that. I want to go through the outside of the map here to just kind of show some of the movement patterns that are possible. So we're going to come out and around here. So we can go weapons here, but we see that there's a task down here. Another weather node. So you're just going to take a look at this, and our goal is to try and just get this around as much as possible and complete it. Once it's done, easy movement. Again, quickly draw the lines with your eyes before you start those tasks, guys. Starting with your hands first is never a good way of doing a puzzle. If you just start quickly just doing things because you want to or because you're in a massive hurry, you will risk making it take twice as long because you're in a panic state. It's like your belt buckle getting stuck on a door handle when you're in a hurry. That shit happens. We don't know why it happens, but when you're in a hurry, it just always fucking happens. All right. We're going to go to the computer, and we're going to snipe some rocks. Who doesn't love sniping rocks? Right? Very easy, but gets the job done. I'm sure there's going to be a day where I miss a couple of these, and I throw my mouse across the room, but it's not so bad. Alright, we do that one. 1 dummy 3 is just being a dummy over there. We're going to come up through communications just to show how hard it is to get into communications and survive. Okay? It's hard to live here if somebody wants to kill you, but it's hard to get a kill in here and get away with it. And the reason for that is there is no quick escape. You have to come into communications without being seen if you're the killer and to get the kill, because chances are somebody's doing a task or something around here. If they're doing here, reboot required. Please return in 50. So this is a 60-second task, guys. So when you go to your tasks, You're going to see the countdowns. Rebooting the Wi-Fi takes 60 seconds, and then you're going to have to come back and put the power back on, right? And one of those things where you are relatively safe if people do see someone come in here with you, but if somebody wants to kill you, there's nothing going to stop them. They might just get the kill, come back out, and try and get away from vision. Hey, I saw you in communications. What happened? Oh, I left and somebody else went in there. Who was it? They didn't see. Another soft clear opportunity here with the 8 seconds at the 2 monitors. Again, another opportunity to kind of really see how the movement patterns of people are. For something like this, if you really do suspect somebody and they come into this room to try and isolate you or try to get a kill on you, you can watch from here. Right? You can watch this peek, and then if you see them come at you, you can get the hell out of there. Because it's already unsafe enough of a closed-in space, let's do the download again. Apparently, I'm going to have to do this a couple times. You really want people to try and see you in a lot of these enclosed areas. And I'm going to show great. I'm going to show you probably the most popular imposter route that I've seen run by some of the top tier players, because it's quick snipe ability along with quick maneuverability, so you can continue on your standard route running that does not look super suspicious. All right, please power up. Powered up. Everything goes through. 3, 4. So 3 seconds for the task complete, an extra second to kind of allow for that to process. And now we come down and around. So we're going to go around weapons. We're going to go another. Again, we're just going to quickly draw this out with our eyes. We see with our eyes that it needs to go up and around. So we're just going to go quickly up and around. And it's very simple. Very easy. As long as you pay attention with your eyes in advance, we're going to do it here. So we're going to do this task here. Pull down and hold. Go down and hold. Completed. And we continue moving on. This one is a time consumer. So you got to open up the valves. Right? You just open it up once it's full. This is about 6 seconds per side. We can count it if we want to. So we start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 seconds per. So you're going to be spending about 14 seconds down here if you have to do both of them. And then when you're filling the water, you just hold the button 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's about 6 seconds for that task. So if you do get screwed with all of these, you're spending up to 20 seconds in this little water room here. Not a great place to be with limited vision. It can be very unfortunate if you're down here doing a task and there's nobody on the bottom left of this map, you will be cannon fodder. That's just how that works. So we're going to come to the middle left now, and this is going to be popping 02, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're done. Okay, so we move on. So about 8 seconds, 8 to 9 seconds for that area with the O2. We're going to come here. We just got to set these vials up here. They're supposed to turn green, so we're just going to line these lines up. And once you're done, it's done there. So about 5 seconds for that one. Next, we're going to go here. We're going to download, again, another 8 seconds. So understanding the meta behind the timing, like I said at the beginning of the stream, guys, the reason I do this is really a full comprehension of who I'm going to be playing with and how much they like to fake out their tasks. Because as an imposter, you are given fake tasks to complete to make you blend in like the other people. And as much as you want to watch the taskbar, that's you looking at the top of your monitor to see the total tasks completed, which is taking away from your vision of actually paying attention to what's happening around you. Being able to pay attention to the stuff around you is what's actually going to allow you to paint a far better picture with your mind, other than relying on a green bar, which is taking into account what 8 players are doing. Okay? Trying to watch 8 players' activity and pin one lack of movement on somebody versus watching a player that you have in your direct point of view while paying attention to your other perspectives on point of view is going to allow you to actually pinpoint the movement patterns and task patterns of the person you may be suspicious of or other people have been suspicious of, to either allow for a soft clear of that person or all the way up to a potential hard clear. Okay, so let's go back now, and we're going to continue to the outside all the way to security. Okay, so as we go, there's a door that could get locked down, but we're going to go down to security. This is also a very popular area for a lot of the top tier players that want to just pay attention, because you can quickly breeze through different areas. As you can see, you go east, central, northeast, south, southwest, northwest. Okay, very popular areas right in the eastern area because it allows for that different mobility among the eastern side of the map. Central, because it's going to allow you to get a really, really good view into different major movement areas around the center part of the map. When it goes to northeast, there's that weather node. There's also where that reactor is, right? So paying attention to who goes to reactor when a reactor is called, this gives you an opportunity to kind of watch to see who's coming from the right side of the map to come and do reactor. Also, who's at reactor, possibly looking to snipe a kill. That's a major factor, right? When we go to the south part of the map, who's leaving the southern part to go into the water areas to possibly check for easier snipes in higher task time rooms? That's also something to pay attention to. Southwest, who's coming to kill you from the bottom part of the map since you're in cameras? Could be something to be good perspective of. And northwest, you'll see the hole there. Who's venting, or in this case holing, and who's over going to the northwestern reactor. And we'll show that in a sec here. But really what a key component of this is who's possibly coming into this room because they see cameras flashing to come and take you out of the game because imposters don't like being watched, or who's possibly looking for an opportunity to go towards the reactor and snipe another kill, or set up the double kill with the imposter on the eastern reactor. So let's kind of go over that part right now. So once we come off of cameras, there is the hole. The hole does lead from outside to inside. We do have another 8-second download task, so we'll quickly get that done here. Awesome. So we're going to move. Oh, I missed a task just over here. This is a wire task, I assume. Yeah. So we'll quickly just attach these wires. Very simple, very easy. And we'll go down. This is where if lights go out, this is your electrical room right here. Okay, and let's go, just continue to the outside of the map. I will get back to the inside of the map. And this is where your northwestern or western reactor is going to be. To simplify, you can say left reactor, right reactor, depending on how politically correct you want to be. And then, sure enough, here's spawn. Okay, so as we continue to the middle part of the map, storage is a nice little area with a beautiful little hole where if you're doing your refueling, which as we all know, takes those 6 seconds, 5 to 6 seconds, depending on your mouse clicking and movement, you could just quickly get popped up on and killed. Nobody could have seen anything. Storage is a very dangerous place to be because someone has to come in, someone has to peek in here. The pros, somebody sees you go in with somebody else and nobody leaves that. You're dead. They're going to pin it on the other person. They're going to say, where the hell did you go? I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, man. Then you do your weather nodes outside. As you can see, it kind of just goes up. This is going to actually be a very windy one. So we're going to wind all the way around here, right? And go down. And you're done. So, pretty quick, pretty easy things. Already showed communication, but we're going to go quickly check. Right here. It's another upload. I guess there were 4 or 5 of them to do, and not just the 3 that I've done in here already. That's okay. That's just kind of how it works. Or maybe there's 4 or 5 of them. Maybe 6. But once we get through the uploads, I will look for public lobbies. I can promise you at this state of me literally just getting the game and the popularity of everybody else, there's no chance I'm going to get into a top tier stream. As much as I love Logic and I'm hopefully going to be decent at this game, there's no chance that I have any kind of reputation in a positive light built up for myself, especially since I've only been streaming now for 4 or 5 days. Been a great 4 or 5 days as well, having you guys here. Here's one more task here, another refuel station. 2, 3, 4, 5. And what we'll do here, since we've pretty much done all of the other tasks, is I just want to go collect that task we had to wait so long to do. And then I'm going to show you the very popular imposter route. So we're going to go here, we're going to select the anomaly, and we're done. Okay, very simple stuff. This is a wiring fix. We're going to the lab. This is the node. Node's done. Oh, we have another node. I have a feeling we're going to have to go through all the nodes like we had to go through with the other one. So we're just going to constantly click on the nodes here that are showing just to build our speed up. Alright, so that's this map, guys. Next I'm going to switch over to Imposter. Imposter is actually really interesting on this map because it's so spread out. Everything has its own little areas with very limited vision, very high volume of activity, lots of tasks in certain areas. As much as Specimen is relatively removed from the other sections of the map and only joined by very thin hallways, this can be a very high kill spot, but it's a high risk, high reward, because if anybody sees you going into specimen with anybody else, and one of the two do not leave there alive, pretty obvious picks. Alright, so I need to go back down into the office area, which is where the emergency button will be located. And we will show the most popular imposter route. This is just drain water, right? Yeah. Alright. So let's be imposter. Alright, so as imposter, let's start right from spawn and let's show a super popular route that is taken by so many people wanting to get those early kills. So you start in spawn, obviously. You fake your keys, you go, okay, putting my key in. You can even, again, if you're one of those imposters where you really want to think like the crewmate and you want to play as close to the crewmate as possible, even on your screen you can fake it. Okay, so I'm going to grab my key, going to toss it in. I'm going to put it in. Okay, I've turned the key. Okay, I'm going to go here. Awesome, completed that task. Okay, green, blue, red comes out. Green and blue go that way. Okay, so go down here, white's to see, green, blue. Green and blue are the only two to leave the dropship. They go left, I'm going to go right. I'm going to go right all the way. Assuming this camera is not on, I'm going to cut back. I'm going to get the kill here. I'm going to come back down. I'm going to hug this side to prevent any movement from the left. I'm going to go to the right. Again, depending on who you're playing with, there may be people that check the dropship. So your goal is to try and get in there, keep your vision, because your vision is usually almost 1.75 to 2 times further than crewmates as the imposter. This does give you a cool opportunity to try and snipe that kill, as long as you guarantee that you're not in vision. Because if you are in vision and you are seen leaving the dropship and there's a dead body, it's a very obvious pick-off call. Okay. Again, popular players will come in, they'll come down here. When they're wanting to come in, they'll quickly peek, see what's going on there. They'll peek, see what's going on here. Okay, okay. And this is where what they'll get their snipe right here. They'll come over to medbay. They'll see that there's either a player in here or a player in here. And what they'll do is they'll come in, they'll get the kill here, up by telescope, and then they'll come down. They'll drop here, come here, quickly go, and they're completely blocked by the wall for vision. The amount of vision you have on this area here specifically is based on what this guy's doing for a task, and as we know, this task does take up quite a bit of your window, alright? Or you could do the inverse of that, right? Okay, so I got the kill there, go here. Okay. Now, if you see somebody come out of here, or if somebody sees you come out of here, sometimes the logical approach to this is to come out and around. This does take up a lot of time, and it does leave you susceptible to being killed, but if someone comes out this way and wants to see if they can find a dead body, you're in a bad place, right? So there's all the different sabotaging you can do to prevent that from happening. You can shut doors in those areas. Obviously, if I was kind of concerned about something, I could go here. I could even call a reactor, because the only people that would come up through this way would have to come through office, right? Very unlikely, but it could happen. You could call lights, but even lights, if I come out to the middle here, could catch here. And you have to make sure the cameras are off. That's the big thing that happens with this area here, is if the cameras are on, you can come from here just fine, but going down here is going to look a little bit suspicious if you come down on a bottom angle. You can say I was doing the weather node. That is one alibi, but generally you will see the top tier players pop out of here and go this way. And then they'll have the opportunity of coming back up and around, or going down and checking storage quickly. See that? Quick check on storage allows me to see if anyone's doing that. There's nobody around here. Okay. Kill. Right. And come back out. If you want to make it look like you're coming from a different angle, you come out, come down, come up. Now you've got that that argument, or at least part of the alibi, that I was down here. The camera, if it's on, has already seen you, so it may not be a good, valuable argument. So you can come down here, go up, camera sees you do that movement, they can say, well, what the hell kind of juke was that? It's coming down from spawn, and I thought I saw something up by the other camera. All kinds of different alibis are, provide you with opportunities, but it also allows suspicion to kind of be drawn at you. So again, movement patterns have to kind of be paid attention to. How you interact with others around the cameras, and how you choose when to kill and when not to kill is going to be a huge factor for this. So we'll go from top hole. You can go to the other. Okay, so your venting opportunities as an imposter in the reactor area is literally just left reactor, right reactor. Left reactor, substantially less vision, but visible on camera. Right, also incredibly visible on camera, and also a high volume for traffic. Okay, so paying attention to those little nuances are going to be massive. Okay. Other big opportunities, 4 kills, obviously, like I said, medbay is a massive one, but you're stuck in this little hallway if anybody chooses to come in here. I've seen it so many times where the imposter gets the kill, comes back this way, sees somebody coming up and to the right, and immediately hightails it back to report. If you are going against somebody who is great with their words, who is very confident and convincing in any form of debate or argument, you will get voted off. They don't have to be as good as you. They know what they saw. You have to be better than them at lying. If they're as good as you, they've already won. That's just how this is going to work. So, moving down. This hole only goes to 1, but this one splits off and allows you to have access to the bottom part of admin. It allows you to have access to the outside part of the admin to the bottom area, which is very low visibility. And it allows you to create a chain amongst the right side and middle right parts of the map. So if I do hop out here, I do have middle right access to lower admin. The problem is, if anyone sees me coming out of this area here, there is literally nothing to do here except vent. That means you're guilty, right? I come out of here, I'm getting voted off. No joke. Okay, so this map, if you have suspicion on non-imposters, you're in a good place because of the map being so spread out. You have tons of different ways of creating alibis, tons of different ways of running to the different areas, and having great access to alibis and tasks where you can be like, oh no, blue died, guys. I had to hit the button. This gives you some sort of deniability. But if someone just finished basically accusing you of a kill as an imposter, or a lot of people have drawn suspicion on you, and you say, I saw on, what do they call this? Vitals, that Blue had died. Don't be shocked to hear you did it, that's why. And you're reporting this to try and clear your name. That's kind of how psychology works. Chances are, if you argue with somebody, here's some psychological fact. Science shows if somebody feels a certain way about something and you argue with them directly about it, they will become defensive, and the more defensive they become about it, the more they believe their own argument. Psychology also shows that if you can show them evidence contrary to their beliefs without actually arguing with them, but saying that you understand where they're coming from, you believe there is validity to some of their points, but have you considered this when you question rather than attack their beliefs? People are far more likely to pay attention to what you have to say. So if somebody says to me, yes, of course you pushed the button, you killed Blue. And if I go, there's no chance that happened, I didn't kill Blue, I'm reporting this, people are going to be like, yeah, because you're trying to convince us you didn't do it. If I go instead, guys, like, I understand you think it's me, but I didn't see the body. Where were you guys at? Okay, well, none of you saw this body. Okay, well, I was in blank, and I didn't see this either. How could this be me? Now you're just kind of making people question their perspective on their thoughts. They might still vote you off, don't get me wrong. When suspicion is strong enough, especially if your name is XQC, you're pulling that trigger every day. And if you're Jelly Peanut, you've already voted. Okay? That's just how it works. So, depends on your group, play the people. That's kind of going to be your best route around it. You can go with psychological fact, you can go with research as much as you want, but because everybody's different, everyone has their own perspective, we can only play the law of averages so much.